Good morning, good morning. Top of the top. We up. We back again, y'all. We're back. What's up, y'all? Good to see everybody this morning. Good, everybody's okay. We at it again, y'all. We at it again. What's up? Good morning, good morning. What's up, Punch? What's up, bro? What's good? What's up, the Tops of Jordan? What's up, OG? What's up, PJ? All right, y'all. Let's just get into it, man. What's up, Bad Style, man? Let's just go. It's hard to stay motivated with this stuff. Let's just get into it, man. Hopefully everybody's good. Man, we're gonna still do what we do. Let's go. It's like a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. The scenario I keep coming up with is no young talent. It's not enough talent, y'all. It's not enough. It's not enough. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Check it out. Let's just go. We got things to talk about, like how the most important thing we talking about how those new EBT laws go in effect June 1st in New York. And they saying there's a lot of people about to be cut off. Welfare. So let's go. Well, Rick Ross, he admitted it's no more rap. It's not no rap money like that. I don't know if y'all saw the American Music Awards. I saw clips. Long story short, I did see who won. K-pop won the awards. Then I saw this morning they got a new Oreo cookie featuring the K-pop group. They got a whole special edition of Oreo cookies. So I'm saying that because I spoke about the biggest money makers in entertainment. Now y'all able to see it play out. They got the awards in America. They are the biggest groups in America. It's that simple. The only person in America that's big on the K-pop level is Taylor Swift. That's it. But Rick Ross and Busta Rhymes. Well, long story short, Busta Rhymes was at the American Music Awards, and he is the one that gave the award to the K-pop group, which I took as a symbol that's passing the baton. That's why Queen Latifah was there. So when I say these things like this game and all that stuff been over, and if you don't watch nothing else, you ain't gonna know. So that whole music awards, it was right. It was all like you would have saw it clear in your face. Like Busta Rhymes, Queen Latifah, they knew what it was. Busta Rhymes knew he was passing that baton on. You had your time, Busta Rhymes. You had your 30 years. You got all your awards. It's K-pop turn. But Rick Ross and Busta Rhymes was hanging together in Vegas. Plus, Busta Rhymes performed in San Francisco. Now, y'all, a lot of y'all might know what month is coming up next month, but yeah. Then Mariah Carey, we're going to talk about throwing shots at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is a Diddy boy. We already went into how somehow in the end we see that a lot of those guys have female problems. And Mariah Carey's taking shots at Nick Cannon. She basically saying Nick Cannon is not half of the man she with now, or this guy right here. So we're going to get into it, y'all. It's just entertainment. That's it. The clock is ticking. Soon we might not have too much left. But we up. What's up now? Good morning, everybody. What's up, Swirl Girl? Top of the top. I'll holler at y'all. I'm not in a rush. Let's just go. Let's get into reality, man. So, being that this only thing that frustrates me is that I say stuff years in advance, then I gotta wait till it play out, then I gotta go into it again. It make me feel slow. When I was telling people that rap, that shit been over. R&B, BET, be respectful, black entertainment, it been over. So now I finally get to show y'all when I said that the only thing black entertainment does is perform online. When I went into all of these things of how they're only relevant on Instagram and YouTube, can y'all now finally see all the things I've been telling you? They're not relevant in the real world at all. At all. I check on stuff every day. I will tell you names I haven't heard in a couple years. When I told you people like Busta Rhymes is still clean, I saw him on TV. I saw Busta Rhymes Thanksgiving Day Parade. I saw Busta Rhymes handing out that award. Busta Rhymes in the movie, Busta Rhymes is still an icon. He's still an icon, a star. But you got to remember, Busta Rhymes is not known for no violence. His career is not based on gangster rap. Busta Rhymes been a pop star, a commercial artist. The commercial artists were created during the MTV era. Busta Rhymes is one of them. Get it? That whole Busta Rhymes, Eminem, Jay-Z. All right, so Busta Rhymes is a performer, entertainer, but he is considered the top hip hop superstar. Like when it comes to being like a universal icon, Busta Rhymes, the hip hop character, the OG of hip hop, like he is the face of hip hop, like Queen Latifah. You see, but they also represent that they're still respected now. That's why Queen Latifah and Busta Rhymes was at this event, and if I'm not mistaken, LL Cool J was there too. So I always tell you, certain people that are respected. Busta Rhymes did movies, LL did movies, Queen Latifah did movies. They respected for acting, many different things. So they're household names. They're household names, which makes them the official hip hop representatives. Busta Rhymes, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J. Okay, they was there. They were the ones passing that baton to these people. Now, even though this is another thing some of y'all might not know, these are nothing but the Korean boy bands like NSYNC. That's all this is. But they've been doing their thing since like 2013, 2014. So they like the big dogs of that shit where they from. But they got, now today, okay, this week in America, they got crowned for being at the top, for winning all those awards. They say their shows is off the hook. See, that's another thing, guys. Those K-pop shows put rap shows to shame because the energy. See, it's a different energy. All of them be dancing, all of them. It's a different energy, all right? Just what it is. So I understood this thing is global. Now y'all get what I was telling you? This is the New World Order we've been talking about. The New World Order was nothing about wickedry, evil, violence. That might be a percentage of it if that's what you want to assume, but the New World Order really meant everything is on a world scale. Every country, every state is on the same playing field. This state, they got tourism, You got tourism over there. Okay, y'all got this, they got this. Y'all got a soccer team, is this what it is? Y'all got Starbucks, you go to Korea, it's Starbucks over there. See, they products, y'all like to shop at Temu. My point is, y'all was shopping in Asia more than you shopped in America. That's New World Order. So I tell you, a lot of y'all was already in the New World Order. You were in the New World with a different order of how you did things. See, you used to shop at Foot Locker, American stores. You used to get out your car, go to the store. But since you've been in the New World Order, you've been buying stuff sitting on your ass and ordering it from anywhere around the country. That's the freedom you have to shop wherever you want, as well as go wherever you want. That is the New World Order. When before, certain countries didn't even get along. Certain countries didn't even have stuff worth selling. They didn't have nothing to trade. Certain countries and places were behind. This is what I tell you was the time America was ahead. And I tell you them times change. But America's going back ahead. So they got crowns to let everybody know. Use your brain. How did a Korean group get big awards in America over all American celebrities? Because they represent we in a new time. That's it. We in a new time. So I'll tell y'all all, the world is going forward, whether you agree with it or not, whether you with it, it doesn't matter. Life is passing you by. Your time up. So everything you're looking at right now, I spoke about this approximately 2022. The approximate time of when people started selling their music rights, when Dr. Dre was selling his music, Future, Lil Wayne, when they were cashing out, I understood what that meant. So I understood this game was going a long time ago. It was just the ends. Like, the same exact thing they told you when something was over, but it was like other people didn't know the Juneteenth. It's the same thing. This thing been over 3-4 years ago. People just now starting to get it with their topics of, is hip hop dead? Is it? Guys, this shit been going on. It's just that it steps. So y'all know you work for a company where it is a company not making no money. Next thing you know, you already know people are going to start getting fired. Some people are going to try to keep it going, but you know, it might take a while for that company to always shut down. But this company called Black Entertainment been shutting down. It was a big corporation with a lot of offices, a lot of money made, but that thing been stopped. So once again, when all of the executives got in trouble, the check writers, that was also your sign this game was over. It was many things that happened. Now, while I'm telling people what's going on, meaning it's two sides. As the Black entertainment department is crashing, Diddy, all this other shit, the other side is rising. K-pop is rising up. Afrobeats rising up. See, Bad Bunny rising up. So I'm watching them sell out arena. I'm watching why Americans in trouble, all this Hollywood drama. I'm watching everybody else just doing their music, winning, selling out arenas, tour, streaming, topping charts. That's all other groups. So I tell you, America became the failures around the world. Even though America inspired everybody else is not better than America. That's the whole thing. See? And this is what you got to understand. See, Americans spent 15 years fighting each other, slandering each other online, but everybody else was sticking together, supporting each other, and using this internet for greatness. That's why you've been in a new world order, because it was a time when people wouldn't even be heard of like that. This thing gave people a voice. So I want you to get through your head. I don't even know their names, but their group on paper is bigger than everybody in America. They just put out their own Oreo cookies. So you know American brands have put out some K-pop cookies. Not no rap cookies, see? Not no rap on the face, not no rap endorsements. So that means household name. I also saw McDonald's do a special K-pop tribute. So I told you, it's many ways you're going to know. That's why y'all culture is being humiliated, disgraced. So they want everybody to get through their head. Y'all time is up, it's over, it's never coming back. That's why we keep saying this one disgrace, that one disgrace. Yeah, y'all favorite people going to perform, but they're not at the top. They keep making slick comments saying 90 star Busta Rhymes, 90 star Busta Rhymes. See, they say stuff like that, or they'll say 55-year-old rapper so-and-so. They be being funny, y'all. So meanwhile, they be trying to let people know it's not about y'all no more. And that's what's making people look a certain way. Let's go. So BTS is the name of the group. So you got it right here. American Music Award full winners list. They won the American Music Award. So there you got it. If they so big, they so big, they had to win in America. Plus, I already saw them on the Thanksgiving Day parade. So I've been seeing K-pop praised in America this whole year. Y'all know a couple years ago it was Afrobeats, now it's K-pop. Y'all saw Bad Bunny do what? The Super Bowl. You've never saw that in your life. They've been giving you the signs. We in a time of everybody. That's why that was my main point of telling you all. We not in the era of black and white. Now black and whites looking stupid, dissing each other. Everybody else is beating and winning and going past black and whites. See, that's what people didn't get. See, the joke was on the whites first. Now the joke's on you blacks. Now the joke's on blacks and the whites because everybody else winning. That's why the word is y'all don't have no more talent. Y'all are miserable people. You're sorry, bitter, angry. So that's why they had to get Bad Money for the Super Bowl. Why? Fan base. Screw American fan base. They're losers. See, these are the secret narratives. Nobody cares about the American public no more, y'all, because they became too, like, you know what I'm saying? Not appreciative of shit. Since people kept complaining about this country, I think now they want you to feel like you're in the worst country. You wasn't always in the worst country, but I think now some of y'all gonna feel like it. Yeah, because it ain't the truth, but being that you were so miserable, I think now they're gonna make sure a lot of people stay miserable. Yeah, so let's go to San Francisco. Busta Rhymes performed. So what are we talking about? That only certain rappers gonna get money, like I said. It's only certain rappers. I'm not gonna go through it again. On this channel, you know what? You already know the rules and the law. It's only certain rappers gonna get money, and y'all know who that is. So, San Francisco, the Bay. But this is what I mean. The game is not dead, it's just on a different scale. This is what I mean. You on your timelines all day. You talking about all these people all day. We hear about these people, but they're not rocking no shows like that. They're not headlining no events like that. They're not active getting money. The way, if you see what's going on now, threw it at y'all yesterday. They catering to the 90s. That's why people from the 90s getting checks, and like Mary J. Blige, see, Busta Rhymes, Mariah Carey. But everybody else, y'all not even seeing how even people, they've been low-key wiping Glorilla out. That whole thing with Glorilla is to take the shine off Glorilla. So remember when I told you when Glorilla started dating, you see it switched up, meaning you see the tension went to her brother, her sister, whatever, Glorilla, and they took it off Glorilla because Glorilla also was supposed to be the main one touring and doing concerts this whole summer. So the young generation is silenced. The only person that made noise was Drake. Okay, that's for a reason. He's not from here. In this country, the only people that are respected on stages is individuals that have clean music. So this is what I meant when I was showing y'all all this stuff. How Busta Rhymes he's like official hip hop mascot. And he's always gonna get a check. But something else you'll see what I told you is that these past years, Busta Rhymes didn't play online. He didn't do a lot of goofy shenanigans. No, what I mean is things happened throughout the years. But Busta Rhymes wasn't just going live talking every day. You see? He's still getting checks. But it's a reason why he's still getting checks. Only certain people gonna get them. So let's go. Busta Rhymes was the one that gave them the award, which represented passing the baton. Busta Rhymes is now considered a elder statesman. Yeah. When they perform now, it's just to put money in their pocket. And you know, that's give somebody familiar faces. But as you see, Busta Rhymes performing in San Francisco. So now you got a little judgment where you can see that, okay, who else performing like that? Who else getting booked for shows? You know, this is how you can see. Because remember, this is touring season. We are in touring season officially. So whoever's gonna be getting money this summer, they're already booked. But a lot of events they might not want you to know about. Yeah. So this is called a bottle rock. It's a traditional concert. But I just wanted y'all to see that Busta Rhymes, he passed the baton off. And at the same time, Busta Rhymes is still making money off hip hop because it's set up a certain way. You see, Busta Rhymes, being that you graduated at the top of your class, you didn't get in no trouble, you're gonna still be around. So being that you're still gonna be around, you're gonna still be able to perform in tour America, stuff like that. You're still gonna be a household name. And at the same time, Busta Rhymes, being that you were a legit rapper of your day, you're gonna be the one to sanction the new group. Get it? He basically sanctioned them. Yeah, him and Queen Latifah. See, now you're gonna see they the cool ones. Remember how y'all used to be cool? No, that's them now. All right, so it just represents a change in time. Meanwhile, Busta Rhymes celebrating his birthday in Vegas. And who shows up? Rick Ross. So just touching back up on it when I said in the end, they're going to have to stick together. They need each other. I mean, even to have a decent show, they might as well. So what's up, Kenneth? What's up, everybody? What's up, Shirley? What's up, man? So anyway, Busta Rhymes performing for his birthday in Vegas. Y'all know Mary just left Vegas, but let's rewind it. Now, y'all see when I said that Vegas going to be the new playground? This is what I was talking about. Hollywood really shut down, and ain't going to be all that in Hollywood, New York. The show's going to mainly be in Vegas. Vegas going to be where the clown show's at. Vegas is going to be the adult playground. the way America's set up, or what I've been seeing, a lot of this stuff is going to be going. Like if you're a grown up and you call yourself want to have fun, you got to go to Vegas. It's going to be like that. Like that's the formula. So if we knew what Vegas was before, now it's really going to be for strictly adults. Get it? Like adults, they got money, want to have fun. When I told all these things, I told you how Vegas going to another level. They also was building a luxury part of Vegas as well. Not for everybody, but this is what I meant, where Vegas is going to be where all the side shows at, the clown shows, the Universal Soul Circus, you know, entertainment, basketball, football, music. It's going to be like that. It's going to be basically contained entertainment control. Like, y'all want to have fun? Go to Vegas. Your cities might not have all that stuff like that they used to, like no more. No more having fun in the cities. No more going to the club downtown, hanging around downtown, outside, all this other shit. They're going to dead all that. They're going to make it where, from what I'm seeing, you want to have real fun, you got to go to Vegas. And that's where it's going to go down in Sin City. All right? So that's what you'll see it. That's why Floyd going to be fighting. You know, Floyd out there, Tom Brady, the new teams. They've been doing a lot of new building. Yeah. Okay, you know what Vegas might have been considered before? Look at it like now. Vegas is going to be built up at a high level for adults. Well, it probably be so everything going on the one weekend, from comedy shows to everything, you know. Celebrities, a whole bunch out there every weekend, because everybody's going to be out there. It also was said that a lot of them moved out there. So when a lot of them left California, they moved to Vegas. So Rick Ross, to me, it looked like he laying low key now since that Drake, since those tickets. Did anybody hear Rick Ross talking since it was alleged those tickets not selling? Well, all you got to know is him and Busta was together. All right, they was together. All right, they were together, and a lot of this stuff just seems weird to me, man. It just seems weird. Because we still have a summer and they not making no. I'm not accustomed to seeing these people without music no more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big joke now. We see them, but they don't have no music. But before, all they did was make music. So what is going on, y'all? This is what I be tripping off. So I just see people that don't do music no more. All right. Because we have another summer with no music. So even though they've been cool because they part of the crew, but I want you to see that this is where the game is at. K-pop is getting the awards. This game is so boring and dead. It is so dry. It is so corny now, y'all. And now you all have proof that only certain rappers going to get money. But Rick Ross has admitted in a recent interview that it's no more money in music. Because it's not. Who's buying tickets? If nobody's making no music to go on tour, then nobody's selling tickets. All right. So it's like we're stuck with all this stuff, you know. No, you got to find your own entertainment now. The jig is up, y'all. I feel stupid even talking about this, doing this episode. I got stuff to talk about, but I'm pretty sure y'all feel what I'm saying. Like, this shit is so far past. Okay, I think when Rick Ross tried to diss Drake and it backfired, now he hanging with Busta Rhymes. All right. Meanwhile, Busta Rhymes is performing, but I think it's only a certain type of money they're gonna get. So Busta Rhymes. Remember when Busta Rhymes cut off his dreads? Remember your favorite song called Touch It, bro? Remember you said Touch It was a good song? Maybe now you get what Touch It was about. All right. Next month is what? I think the special month coming up. Yeah, Busta Rhymes is in San Francisco performing. He rocked the crowd. You know, a lot of people was out there, you know, and that's just what happened, y'all. So this is where we at, you know. This is where rap is at, like I told you guys. Rap is now bubblegum. Rick Ross versus Drake. The beef explained. Is Drake reign over? Here go hip-hop. So Now you see what I was telling you, what like this culture is like oversaturated with idiots, dummies, nonsense. People who talk about hip hop for money. Hip hop means money. Anybody can talk about it. Don't mean nothing. They have no history. Like I tell you, like to me, anybody talking hip hop, you a joke on some real shit if you're not from certain places anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't grow up around hip hop, you wasn't raised around this shit. You don't know your history, your elders. That's just what it is. You just a joke to me. All right. Most of y'all claim hip hop. You became hip hop as a lilwayne fan, a Kendrick Lamar fan, a Kanye fan, whatever you think you are. To me, y'all clowns, straight up. Because this is what hip hop is to me now, bubblegum. Rick Ross versus Drake. The beef explained. Is Drake reigns over? You see those three men? You see looking like bubblegum, right? I'm saying that because, guys, hip hop is now just used as a topic to make money. All of these algorithms are clogged and overrode. So I want everybody to understand, like nothing's going forward progress. Everything is oversaturated and clogged up. This whole entertainment is nothing but a drain that's clogged up with a bunch of filth. That's all it is. It's called AI slop. You got AI slop, and then you got content slop. You have more people with no talent covering hip hop than people with talent. No, hip hop is something you fucking cover when you need money. That's all it is. Hip hop is something you cover when you just in a fucking house with nowhere to go and you have no fucking life. All right. Meanwhile, what I'm telling you is all this hip hop all day, 24/7. The fact is, it's not making no money at all. So when I tell you it's only a certain amount of time for everybody to crash. All right. It's a certain amount of time before everybody crashes. You're looking at 100 supermarkets in one neighborhood, and they all got the same products in it. So that's why I have to be with my own opinion, because other than that, it's a bunch of BS. So now let me show you something else that transpired. Busta Rhymes got his Hollywood Walk of Fame last year. That also was your sign. The era's over. When they're at the level of getting a star, that means they're at the end of their career. So you're gonna see something. Now, last week it was a beef about Big Daddy Kane. But let's go back before that. Last week it was a beef of Rick Ross calling out Jay-Z's homeboy Biggs. Then it was some backlash from that. Then it went from Biggs to Big Daddy Kane. But you'll clearly see Big Daddy Kane standing right there with Busta Rhymes. I think that Big Daddy Kane was a deflect from Biggs, Burke. Because you see the topic was Biggs. And then somehow the week ended with Big Daddy Kane. Do you see Big Daddy Kane with Busta Rhymes right there? That's last year at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They also forget Big Daddy Kane is an actor too. Yes, Big Daddy Kane right there with LL Cool J. What did Max B say in the interview? I picked LL Cool J over Big Daddy Kane. Then he troll y'all later with a picture with Big Daddy Kane. Why? Max B been around them since a kid. That's how it works. Told you, man, this internet will always reveal them. Somehow last week you was talking about Big Daddy Kane. This week Busta Rhymes on tour. All right, see how it plays out? Meanwhile, Rick Ross, Max B gonna be on stage together. You see? Hip hop, man. Hip hop. Hip hop. So like I said, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, French Montana, Rose going to DC. Who you see on YouTube right now? Who's the last rappers left right now as we speak? What rappers are still active, getting a couple dollars right now as we speak? All right. So like I said, man, the game been over. They grown men now. So Rick Ross has still been disrespecting people. I saw when he said 50 can clean out the bottom of his yacht. I see him joking and trolling on Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder calling them broke. Guys, once the whole New York City, like once all the New York City rappers became podcasters and content creators, they set themselves up for failure. They just did. I'll tell you this. A lot of them should have just did real podcasts, meaning never put it on video. They should have just did straight podcast download audio. I'm saying that for a reason. Because you see Rick Ross clowning them, right? He pulling out his jet. Yeah, I know he had a jet like Diddy. So only thing I be saying is, I just be wondering why everybody don't got money like Rick Ross. And do you see him clowning New York rappers? Because I'm not saying Tony Yayo or Uncle Murray are, but I told you the word is the New York rappers are the brokest. And I'm trying to still figure out how is that possible. The home that started it all being disrespected. But they brought a lot of it on themselves. If you in the city that made the most money and got the most money and you ain't stack it up, I mean, let's go, man. So we already spoke about this, the new wave. This is the new wave. Older and the younger. Now, this is my assumption. I think the new wave is everybody getting together that nobody's going to get pregnant. That's what I've been seeing this pattern of. Everybody getting together, but nothing got to do with pregnancy. Get it? My point is, young and older, that means no baby. Get it? No baby. Fun, chilling, whatever. The problem is something we not noticing. And they already made this a national statement. There's been a lot of national statements. And if y'all all pay attention, you will see it very clear. They said the number one problem is young, straight couples are not getting together. They said that we are at a time of the most, not only lowest fertility rates, but for young men and women, they are not dating, which means they are not having children. If you pay attention, you don't see young couples no more like that. And I'm talking about from the age of goddamn 17 to 24 or something, you know? You don't see young couples. You know, the newborn couple, you know how it goes. The puppy love, their first baby with the stroller. You're 19, you know, you don't see that no more. It's a lot of reasons. You seeing everything but young couples. And they said that's really a problem because they're not producing. But you're going to see a lot of older couples. All right. So here you got it right here. Mariah Carey. Now we looked at Cher. Cher got a young man, 39. Oh, we're going to look at Patti LaBelle. Told you it's a movement. So remember all the jokes I was making with the freaky granny and all that stuff? Yeah. Why? The truth is, when you 55, you in the grandma age. See, people was taught to hate grandmother age. See? I mean, don't mean nothing because you're a grandmother. Just mean your kid had a kid. But that age is in the grandparent range, you know? Well, if you 50, you have no children, you're still in the grandparent range. It's just where you at. That's the age bracket. When you look at having kids at teenager, 20s, yeah, it's a grandparent. That's what it is. We in the era of freaky grannies, like I said, freaky granny. But see, I'm not gonna say she a freaky granny, but we know it's people that 70, 80 getting down. So it's also this thing where it's like, I don't know what's going on. You're gonna see it's weird. Older men don't want older women, Shannon Sharp, Deion Sanders. And older women don't want older men. So I told you, it's something going on. It's like this opposite attract stuff. Older women don't want older men. Older men don't want older women. People that's in the same age don't want their age. So remember, you got this thing called age, race, and sex. Everybody wants opposites. People want different opinions with sex. People want different opinions in race, meaning some people just want different race because they don't want that race. You know, some people want this sex because they don't want that sex. It's all this other stuff going on. But the main thing you're not going to see is just normal couples together. Meaning, okay, he's 50, she's 54. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to keep seeing it's all this other shit. And I'm saying that for a reason, man, because it's all looking weird now. It's looking weird. It's looking like Americans have a big dysfunction when it comes to this thing called relationships now. It's starting to look really backwards because, like I said, when I look at everybody else in other countries and all this other stuff, I don't be seeing this shit. Now, she throwing shots at Nick Cannon, and we're going to get into why. Some of y'all might already know, but in case you forgot, y'all forget, it's some things that happened to Nick Cannon that was humiliating to Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is turned on by Anderson Peak, or Anderson Paak, whatever his name is, refusing to be pushed around. So she basically saying he's the type of guy, he don't like to be pushed around. He's not a punk, right? He's not a chump. He challenges her. Now, in order for you to get what she's saying right here, you got to get what she said about Nick Cannon. No, excuse me. You have to get what Nick Cannon said. Nick Cannon said something about Mariah Carey. That's what he said. He basically was saying stuff like he felt less of a man around her because she have everything. He basically was saying like she owns her own islands. He was basically saying, y'all, she was too much for him. Y'all know Mariah Carey, this diva chick, big on a certain level, bigger than Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was basically saying she was too much for him, and she made him feel like a peon, like a little boy. That's what Nick Cannon said. Basically said she was too much of a woman for him. But now she flipping and saying, this guy right here, he refused to be pushed around. Like, he can put up with my basically saying stuff like that. So we spoke about somehow all of these guys got these female problems that been around a diddler. Some kind of way, they all got these problems. Some kind of way. Now, they get some bad women. They get some good women, but somehow they just... Also, she just threw a shot saying about being pushed around. Is she also telling us Nick Cannon's the type to let anybody push him around? Meanwhile, a new picture flashed in from Diddy. He said he's doing okay. Said he's making it through real good. Allegedly, man, nothing is a fact. Nothing is a fact. Top of the top, how y'all doing today? What's up, Lavish? What's up, Lavish? What's up, Dramatic? Good morning, Fatima. Good morning, everybody on this May. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, man. Hopefully. What's up, Miss B. Loyal? They don't stop, man, but let's go. So anyway, let's go, man. Mariah Carey is turned on. So she's saying the fact that this guy don't, he don't, you know, he's not a pushover. She like that. Anyway, let's go. Right here. Anderson adores Mariah, but he's a private guy. A shot at Nick Cannon, who doesn't want to be paraded around like some type of trophy. He stands his ground, in other words, and that works for her. She's very happy in telling people they could make it official in not too distant. Meaning she's saying they're going to probably get married soon. All right, but my point is she's throwing shots at Nick Cannon, saying that he's a private guy. He's not all for the camera, trying to show off, do all this extra shit like Nick Cannon. Also, Nick Cannon has said a lot of dumb stuff, embarrassed her. He's been embarrassing her the whole time they've been broken up. And she also saying like this guy he don't try to get clout off her like Nick Cannon did and does to this day. But it's something else y'all got to get. See, it's something Nick Cannon did why she don't respect him no more, in my opinion. Y'all know Nick Cannon has said a lot of dumb stuff. Nick Cannon also said he left Diddy party early. He said he left Diddy parties early. And the truth is, they said, allegedly, no such thing as leaving a Diddy party early. So that's a lot of things that happened with Nick Cannon. But y'all got to remember, Nick Cannon got accused of a lot of stuff. So before Nick Cannon was a willing participant at Diddy parties, he was already on a hot seat for other stuff. But anyway, they said Mariah, because remember this too, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Mariah Carey is on the same level as Mary J. Blige. The same treatment she's getting, Mariah, the same thing. What's the word on Mariah Carey? She can't walk. They're saying she really has spaghetti legs. I don't know what that's about. She has fallen many times. And they are saying that, like, these are these old jokes. Guys, I'm telling y'all, when you've been living like you've been in a house, all you do is drive, you sit down at work. If you over 50 and you ain't been used, you might look up and realize, damn, I ain't really used my legs in 5 years plus. I be telling y'all this shit. You at a certain age, but when the last time you really, really used those legs? When the last time you walked 5 blocks and walked upstairs, shit like that? That getting out your car, going in the house, that don't mean shit. Meaning, if you had to stand on your feet, especially ladies in some heels, and you ain't do that shit in years, you'd be surprised. Same thing you, bro. If you're not an older dude that still work on your feet standing up, and you a guy that's 55 years old, bro, you sat in office, you got a little stomach, you ain't been driving in years, you ain't walking years. You'd be surprised how your legs feel when you'd be surprised. The pandemic was to break people's body down more. That's why this thing called active, that shit for real. The only way you really get in shape, the only real healthy way where people don't get is walking. You can go to the gym all day, but if you ain't on that treadmill, but the truth is you got to walk on that concrete. If you're not, see, that's what people don't get too. You'll notice that. Like a lot of people work out in the gym, they work out in the house, they work out on treadmills. That is a form of working out. But it's no workout like running on that concrete or walking on that concrete. It's that walking on that concrete. Because that concrete and you walking, it got a different energy to it. And the terrain on that ground. The terrain is different when you're going uphill, downhill. You know, your knees and ankles bending all type of ways, using all parts of your body on that ground. See, the terrain is different. That treadmill ain't shit for real. It is something. Then you also know it's a whole different level. When you running outside, it's hot, the sun beaming, that shit got you drenching in sweat. That's a different running. You're getting full oxygen. That's really, really in shape. So we saying that because a lot of people, you'd be surprised how much your body broke down. You'd be surprised because from sitting down for so long, now look at Mariah Carey, she rich. She don't got to do shit. They got butlers. They don't even go upstairs for real. They be sitting down. All of a sudden now they got to perform all these shows back to back in heels. Nah, they legs be messed up for real. So I said all that to say, everybody been talking about Mariah and her legs and she can't walk to stand up. Same exact thing with Mary. So they saying Mariah Carey got that young man so he can help her walk. He can help her walk from one side of the room to the other. So those are the jokes with these older women with young men. The joke is they need younger men to still get around. But I thought about something. I was like, yo, you know what I thought about for real? Mary, when you going to get a man, Mary? Mary, it's starting to look different. When you going to get a man, Mary? Even J-Lo be keeping a man. Mariah, Mary, when you going to get a man? Because now, like I told you, as they get older, it's starting to show. 55, 56. All right. Let's go. That's Nick Cannon replacement, though. Mariah Carey is turned on. Now, check this out. What does that say about Nick? She said that Nick basically is a cornball. Nick is a punk. See, check it out, bro. You know how some of us could deal with feisty women and women of power? We can deal. We know how to deal with them. But some dudes can't take it. Nick Cannon allegedly couldn't take that shit. But see, you know why she punking his ass? Oh, so you listen to Diddy, huh? Oh, but you got a problem with me. I actually do something that's a problem. As soon as he call you, you run right out the house. He call you anywhere, you hop on a plane. Mariah got tired of Nick Cannon. She asked me to go in the garage. He started bitching. But when Diddy called him, he hop on a flight to fucking Cali. No, she throwing shots at him. He's a pushover. He's a crybaby. He talking about, y'all, he was trying to say Mariah Carey, like, being that she was so powerful, like, she got her own islands. Like, what basically saying, like, what am I a guy to her? Like, I'm a nobody to her. She's too big for me. No, he wasn't used to him being Nick Cannon and she not kissing his ass. There's a lot of stuff, but that ain't just it. She know that. She know what happened. His stupid ass admitted he went to Diddy parties, but she knows about the control factor. And let's go, because we don't got time to play with Nick Cannon. I know why Mariah Carey's getting away from Nick Cannon. If you pay attention, all he did was embarrass her since they've been separated. He's the one been getting all the bad news. You thought it went away. I know it never went away. I understand Nick Cannon stock been crashed ever since Orlando Brown put him on blast. Orlando Brown told the world that Nick Cannon did something to him. And Nick Cannon did not sue. Nick Cannon did not send a cease and desist. But how you think Mariah Carey felt? So now let's go back in time. How do you think Mariah Carey felt in the house with her kids? And it's a trending topic going viral of Nick Cannon did something to Orlando Brown. How you think Mariah Carey felt about that? Don't you think she understands in history, I got to get away from this dude. This dude is destroying my legacy. I don't never want it to be. She said something in an interview recent, like he's stupid, something like that. She does not want Nick Cannon in her legacy no more. I think she's trying to erase that whole part. Yeah, because this right here. Now, this is the thing. Nick Cannon admitted out his own mouth of going to Diddy parties. But I also spoke about how some of them admitted it early because they already knew what was going to happen, but they got away from it. Nick Cannon admitted he was there. Try to say he left early. Denzel tried to say he left early. But that's after Denzel was accused of being in the room with so-and-so and so-and-so. So I told y'all Denzel was finished. So anybody didn't believe me, have you seen Denzel since he did that movie on Apple TV? All right. No. Jamie Foxx got in front of it. He said Diddy got him. They all pump fake to get away from the shit. Nick Cannon said he left early. No such thing as a goddamn celebrity party leaving at 1 o'clock before that. But that's another strike on Nick Cannon. So he admitted going to Diddy parties after what Orlando Brown said he did. So to put it together, all you got to do is know what they took out of Diddy's house in that brown box. So if you get that part, I told y'all all, Orlando Brown came to tell y'all all the truth that you didn't want to believe. And it's a secret within Orlando Brown. All of these jokes about Geppetto behavior, Orlando Brown was around since a youngster. But you guys' brain didn't register it yet. He actually has been telling y'all all and told you what really happened to him and it happened to everybody else and how they all get down. Orlando Brown came on YouTube and exposed the game of hanky-panky for the minors. He told you already. He told you guys. Y'all not looking at all the people Orlando Brown been around. He been around since young. Where's his parents at? All right. But when he said Nick Cannon did something to him, get it? Lollipop. Nick Cannon didn't sue. He didn't say nothing. Nick Cannon didn't get mad, angry. He didn't say nothing. Man, he tried to say Orlando Brown, man, I'm going to pray for him. He needs help. Nick, that's not good enough. So how you think Mariah Carey felt? You ain't even address it. No. That's why she throwing shots at your ass. Nick Cannon, you went out bad. So once again, everybody that been around Diddy some kind of way lost they got their woman. Nick Cannon, Fabulous, Jeezy. Damn, man. Let's go. See that right there? Y'all forgot Orlando Brown? Was he in Major Pain? Y'all know he was on the Jamie Foxx show? No, Orlando Brown was around all those weirdos young. Why you think he ended up like that? The only thing is he admitted to y'all what he is. He told y'all what he do. He don't have no shame. But you not getting where it come from. Use your brain. If he was a little boy, where it come from? How he learned that stuff? He was young. No, he was telling you. He let you know. He already told y'all already. And you're going to see that Nick Cannon did not sue that man at all. So it's a lot of reasons why Nick Cannon is where he at. But yeah, Mariah Carey, she still went and got a knockoff Nick Cannon. She went and got a knockoff Nick Cannon. That he looked like a Nick Cannon counterfeit. So anyway, there you got it, man. Nick Cannon has not been the same. So like I said, they do interviews, their little shows might go on, but they're not relevant for real. They're just not. Because he never came back from that. He never came back from Orlando Brown. And the other joke of it was, hey, after Orlando Brown told you what Nick Cannon did, some of y'all started watching Wild 'N Out even more. You know, some of y'all started downloading the Wild 'N Out reruns. I mean, it is what it is. So they understood certain things. Even though Nick Cannon is who he is, they know people still love him. And that's that. But I think this rubbed Mariah Carey the wrong way. Hey, ladies, would you want your man to be exposed for stuff like this and he don't say nothing? All right. Nick Cannon on Orlando Brown saying he sucked. Leave it at that. Now, you see Orlando Brown, Damon Wayans. You know about that weird-ass Wayans family. You know about that weird-ass Wayans family, don't you? All right. Hold on. Let's make this clear. Why did Damon Wayans' show get canceled? Because he went on Shannon Sharp, said he used to kiss Marlon in the mouth. He went to the world. Damon Wayans told the world he learned how to kiss on Marlon. Marlon learned how to kiss on some BS. Got his ass fired from CBS. Now you look at Damon Wayans after he said what he did to Marlon. You look at Damon Wayans with Orlando Brown. All right? It's not hard to figure out. I told you they all going to be exposed because they just too old and they still around here. You get it? Now let me show y'all something else that happened. We've been talking about J-Lo. All I have been doing is giving y'all updates of current entertainment, what's actually going on. The narrative is they're going out bad. A year and a half ago, I started the series of their careers are over. So I just give you an update every time they try to come out to show you no more forward progress and how they're going out so embarrassing and humiliating. Every day, every week, it's just sad. So J-Lo, once again, roasted. Last week, J-Lo was roasted for staging her own paparazzi events. Let's go. Jennifer Lopez roasted after fans accuse her of photoshopping to look decades younger. Now I can take a pause on this. Top of the top, shout out everybody that's up. You see what I was telling you guys? I'm going to always tell you ahead, and then we're going to watch it play out. I just follow the narrative in the script. I just don't blog. I don't do all that extra stuff. You got it? Now, do y'all now see when I said AI is going to expose them? Do you now see when I kept saying, when they start playing around AI, it's going to really embarrass them because it's going to look like they're trying too hard to stay young. Here you got it. Here you got it. When I showed you Kris Jenner 78 trying to look goddamn 26, told you they're going to be exposed on these apps. That's what's going to do it. Here you got it. J-Lo roasted after fans accuse her of photoshopping to look decades younger. There you got it, y'all. So, told you these people are idiots. And then y'all follow them, right? I'm saying it because, look, the AI is to clean the picture up. It's not to make yourself look different. You're going to make a fool of yourself. People know how old you are. Or when they see you in public, they're going to know you don't look like that. You're telling lies. So, J-Lo's nothing wrong with her, but she want to look extra younger. They all been doing, look, all of these females in this game are already, it's already in their head. That's what they all do already. Like I said, I know they got to make their money and all that, but they all doing it, and they all going to be exposed from it because AI, meaning younger people, are looking at you guys like, why are you older people trying to be younger like us? See, it's not me judging. It's younger people judging them. Why are you guys trying to be younger to be cool with us? Or why? And that's what's happening, y'all. So they ODing on it. So remember, it's one thing to use it. They're overdosing on it. So I just want to show you what I said, that in the end, you saw Mary, Beyonce, Rihanna. You see everybody talking about it. AI is exposing them. Like I said, didn't I tell you AI is going to... So AI, look, it's all a trick. I noticed that people don't even know when to use AI and how to use it. I watch all these YouTubers turn their shit into AI channels, all these AI covers and all that AI shit. They don't understand what AI does. AI devours you. Let me give you an example. You J-Lo, you start using AI. Once you start using it, guess what? You're not going to stop. Once you start using AI filters, guess what? You ain't going to like the way you look in real life. And every time you take a picture, you're going to want to use it. Now you're living through AI. And without that AI, you become miserable. AI took over your soul. You do content. You do videos on YouTube. Well, they got people doing AI videos, stealing all your content, stealing your shit. AI is taking over. AI wins when humans feed it. Humans been feeding AI for the past couple years. That's what they didn't get. See, when you're a celebrity, entertainer, content creator, you're not supposed to just give your likeness and talents away to AI. But a lot of y'all did it. So I did not tell them before. It's a reason why a lot of people's channel gonna crash, because you got tricked by AI, and a lot of y'all are in an AI takeover. You are in an AI takeover because you have been feeding AI and feeding it and feeding it and feeding it, and then after a while, AI takes over you. It takes over your shit. Huh? You do a video, AI tell you where they gonna put the video at. That's how it works. AI takes over you when you keep feeding it and feeding it. Guys, I tell you straight up, man, ain't nothing wrong with AI. See, AI is for when you want to make like some original stuff. Matter of fact, like I said, I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't gonna say nothing. Keep using that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want some people to fail anyway. Keep using that shit. So look, right? You see this right here? Now remember, Marlon Wayne said, or Damon Wayne said he used to kiss Marlon when he was young. Now I'm gonna show you this. Let's go with the flow. J-Lo trying to look young. Where's J-Lo from? In Living Color. You see how the whole Living Color cast stood around? We're going to get to that. Just to let y'all see, it's never no hate around here. When I tell you these are real trending topics, but I told you, you're not going to see it on your timelines like that. The reality of you're going to praise Mary to the day you die. But here's the real news on Mary. R&B icon leaves fans disappointed after low effort concert. Guys, what the hell is a low effort concert? Do y'all now finally get it? It was never no hate against Mary. I was just telling y'all the real news on Mary. All right. Low effort concert. Now you got to get this part. Mary could have went viral for her good show, how she tore it down. Mary is going viral for her failed shows. But don't forget, Black entertainment. These were always the secrets y'all already knew. You must be real. Y'all know it was always rumors Mary can't sing live and Mary can't dance. So when they booked her for a Vegas residency, I knew it was a setup, in my opinion. Meaning, if Mary don't perform, she's going to be exposed. Because at that Vegas residency, you got to perform. It's more up close and personal. Meaning people pay for them tickets to be right there where you at. Not in those bleachers, not in no far-ass stands. No, the casino performances are different. So the truth is, guys, when you flop at a casino performance, you really flopped. So anybody, my grown-ups that know about casino shows, you know about the environment, you know when you rock it, but it's easy. Meaning, if they rock that shit, they had a good night. Meaning, everybody winning money, people there, you rock that show, people had a good-ass time. But when you giving a trash show, people probably start losing, betting, gambling, losing. They get mad. People like, man, get ass out of here. Then on top of that, she drive. They ain't feeling that shit. Nah, man, people not playing that shit no more. So Mary never had to do that work, but I just wanted y'all to see the real news is she has been going viral for failing. Mary J. Blige is the first celebrity accused of flopping and failing at Vegas residency. Some shit that goes back to Frank Sinatra. You get it? And Sammy Davis and them. Y'all since Sammy Davis days, Sammy Davis Jr., nobody has done this except for Mary J. Blige. That's what makes this whole thing weird. Mary shouldn't be wearing no witch hats. I think your magic ran out, Mary. Your magic ran out. You know, y'all saw the cartoon. Y'all saw the cartoon. Some of y'all know what's up. Y'all saw the cartoon with the witch. I think it was in, you know, she was like, and away we go. And she, that witch be on that broom. And then after a while, in the car too, her fucking magic run out. She keep hopping on the broom. That shit don't work. And she be going through the whole warehouse on the way we getting all those fucking brooms. That shit don't work no more. That's what happened to witches, man. I think Mary magic ran out because the diddler's gone. The diddler put together her chemistry, her soup. So now Diddy's gone. It don't work. Her magic is gone, y'all. It is. You see it with that witch hat. I'm not playing, all right? There you go. Mary understood. I rock crowds with my dress code. That was Mary's magic. Mary's magic was her looks, y'all. Her fucking looks. That's her shit. Mary keep that body right. That hair gonna be right. Her gear, her outfit, she gonna be fly as hell. That's what made Mary win all these years. Y'all know that. That's why I tell you the Instagram timeline keeps that shit going. See? You gonna love Mary on that timeline. But when you go to that show, Mary's gonna stand there like she's on her timeline. Just stand there, take pictures. Because Mary been making money all these years off her looks. That's just the truth, y'all. That's what they all been doing. Same thing with Mariah Carey. They all been used to just standing there. But the only thing that get Mariah Carey over a little bit is she can sing, her voice. But she just stand there too. And they've been saying her shows are boring too. They have. Because that's that 90s shit. That's that early 2000s. When they look so good, they can just stand there and everybody's happy. Ah. Not no more, y'all. Now they better fucking twerk. Son. Mariah, you got to at least twerk. That's what they'll marry. You got to at least twerk. See, Mary, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Mary can't dance, y'all. I'm saying that it's simple. Check it out. Mary Mike can't dance, but all y'all all know this shit. There's one thing you ain't see Mary do yet. You ain't see Mary twerking. Now, if Mary was twerking, they would have said that was a good show. Because you know what it is too? People tired of seeing Mary, but she don't turn around like that. So they kind of, the fans mad at that too. Like she always looking good, showing the thigh, but she never turn around, man. So they be mad. But if Mary would have twerked, that's all she had to do. Get it? Because remember, if a female ain't got a good concert, she can get by with do a little twerk. You know what I'm saying? Between these shows, Mary just do a little twerk, pop, 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 a little something. Then sit down. They'll be all right. Then you get up, sing again. Every time you get tired, just do some twerking. And when you get up, do some twerking. I had to take a break, y'all. Start twerking. Mary, you ain't twerk yet. Even Angela Bassett has twerked that thing on national TV. Yes, we saw Angela Bassett drop that shit like it's hot. So I know Angela Bassett was telling me she still can ride. She can jump on it. Straight up. Mary, you ain't do that yet. You got to start twerking, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. You got to start twerking, Mary, and then you'll be back. You have to twerk now. No more hiding the ass. You have to twerk. All right? You have to twerk. She got to, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I know what they want, Mary. They want to see that you got to twerk now, goddammit. Mary, you've been taking them pictures for so long, but you don't be turning around a lot like that. You know what I'm saying? You give them peeks every now and then, but you ain't twerk. Now, Mary J. Blige twerks at concert. Mary, that shit going to go viral. That's all you got to do, Mary. Just twerk. The woman going to love it. So look, Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle put, all right, how many times I joked before when I said, you younger women better watch your man. I said in the end, you young ladies ain't going to have no man. These older women not playing with y'all. Where it is, the older woman could treat a man better than y'all. I don't know if it's true, but here you go. Patti LaBelle sparks romance rumors with 30-year younger man. There go Patti. Patti pies. Patti gonna make you some Patti pies. Patti gonna stay freaky to the end, y'all. That's right. I told you how the code of black entertainment is freaky, freaky, freaky. That's right. Them young men's gonna stay lusting on Patti because he's a grandmother smasher. That's right. Bro. Tell the truth, bro. You know goddamn well you'll go Patti LaBelle right now. She pick you. All right. So what's up, James? No, I told y'all the new shit. Young ladies, you better watch out. I told y'all what's happening. And Patty's 80. Patty 80, something like that. So this ain't no. I'm telling you, they got it all fucked up. I told these young people, you better watch out. When I say young people, I'm talking about me too. But I'm saying this. If I do be with somebody older, don't judge me because there's something going on, man. They are actually saying the young ladies became burnt out more than the older people. And they say now the young people looking like older people and the older people looking younger. It is now saying that the young women are more blown out and ran through and the older women more preserved and vintage and title. These are the sayings. I don't know. But young ladies, you have a problem. You thought your man was cheating on you before? How you going to feel when you see you find out your man was at that house? or the next door neighbor that goes to church on Sundays. Lady, don't be surprised. You know what's going to happen to you? He going to get with an older woman. She going to clean him up and put him in that church. And that's right. And he forever going to look at you as a devil and a demon. She going to say, come here, young man, I got you. And the whole thing is them young men need that. The young men need church in their life. Because some of them young men are with them goddamn demons. So I think some of these older women are going to clean up these young men and put them in the church and turn them into respectable, loving young men. I think that's what's going to happen. Yup. And my point is, the biggest joke is, no, you young ladies going to be using, you're going to be losing y'all man to older woman. And that shit going to be hilarious. Girl, what he doing now? I saw your baby father. I saw him at Chick-fil-A with some lady. Looked like he was old enough. I don't know, but he was driving the car. Yeah, it's going to be you. You'll see, when he was with you, he was struggling. But see, when he get with that older woman, he's going to be driving the car. He's going to be sneaking out the house at night when she sleep. He going to be doing all type of shit while she taking naps. That's what your ex going to be doing, because, see, a lot of dudes getting hit. They want older women now, because in their mind, older women going to take care of them. But and the reality is, man, this was going on, all right? They also been trying to say guys in their 40s are played out. Guys in their 50s are played out. That's what they're saying, man. That's also the narrative. I told you that's the narrative. They saying no woman don't want no hip-hop guy. They'll take a young man that's a nerd. They don't want none of that hip-hop shit. It is said they don't want none of those men that were raised on NWA and fucking selling drugs, all right? The word is men in their 40s are fucking played out up until the age of 57. That's the word, man. You're going to see that pattern. You think I'm playing? Patti LaBelle got a man 30 years younger. Mariah Carey, she got a man just below the hip-hop level. They don't want no man in their 40s and 50s, man. They say they're the most brainwashed by rap, man. That's it. That's it. They say anybody in that generation that look up to Diddy and that bullshit, they don't want nothing to do with that generation no more, y'all. That's why you're going to see they skipping over. No, y'all, this shit for real, man. Mind you, man, this is where we at. Marlon Wayans addresses supporting his son. What's my point? Do you see how Marlon Wayans keep trying to make a point to always talk about his son? But I'm gonna ask you this question: why he don't just address him as his son? Why they gotta keep saying trans son? Why it just can't be his son? Well, I got another question. Why he always talking about his trans son, but then Dwayne Wade say that's his trans daughter? See how this shit be confusing? No, why they just can't Marlon? Why he just can't be a son? Because Marlon be low-key exploiting his son getting paid. I say it for a reason. You always bringing up your trans son, like why you? I've never heard him like his son. Meanwhile, Marlon, you are a very weird guy. The main one in the movie played a role of a crackhead talking about what you're going to do to somebody for cheeseburgers. Then on top of that, I had no clue you guys were rainbow representatives the whole time. But I told y'all all. So when I was a young man, it was y'all job to groom my ass. Y'all job was to groom me from the living color days so I grow up to be just like y'all. Sorry, Marlon, that shit didn't work. All right? Because now, Marlon, you looking like a weirdo. And don't keep talking about your son. Don't keep talking about your trans son. You shouldn't keep saying that, Marlon. You just shouldn't say it. You guys are idiots. Because the more you keep saying your trans son, people are going to keep wanting to wonder how the hell he get like that. And Marlon, you did play a lot of zesty ass roles. You always did act zesty. But why you keep trying to talk about your trans son? I just don't get it. Why he just can't be your son? All right, Marlon. I don't know who made you guys parents. But you guys are some weird people, boy. Weird as hell. See that? Trying to stay relevant because of their kids. That's how sorry they are. But my point is this. I'm glad Marlon Wayans is my father. They so much of a joke, I don't even look at them as real parents. Do they think all of us are like Marlon Wayans? No, y'all, they a joke. I'm going to be honest, damn near all of them as parents are jokes. Damn near all of them are a joke. They're not real parents, y'all. They're not. The motherfuckers became parents grown as hell. Look, man, the point is this. Marlon, can you please stop addressing your son as trans? Just address him as your son. Because Marlon, people going to start wondering, well, how the hell did he get like that, Marlon, if he never dated or went outside? Marlon, if he never even had a chance to live his life, how did he become that? He didn't even have a chance to live his life. All right, Marlon. Told you the rumors on them is always in your face. It's always in your face. They're all in the trash. J-Lo, what's her history? Live in color. You're going to clearly see Orlando Brown. Who's Orlando Brown with? Marlon brother, Damon Wayans. Can you now see how Hollywood was a big family? All right. Saying it for a reason. That's why they call them Hollyweird, because they are weird. But Lil Wayne don't want to be with that weird stuff. Lil Wayne is not going out in history. When he leaves this earth, y'all, the generation 50 years from now, gonna still be trying to judge him from a picture with Birdman. So Lil Wayne want all y'all to know he's still dating. What did Lil Wayne do? Go 20 years younger. Didn't I tell you there's a certain age group they don't want? Lil Wayne don't want nobody in their 40s or 30s. Lil Wayne secretly engaged to a 20-year-old Indiana woman. One of hip-hop's most eligible bachelors is reported off the market. Lil Wayne is 43. He got a 20-year-old. I think he can get over with that because his name Lil Wayne and he little. He can get over with that. Especially if she's 20 years old and she big. He might get over with that. But just let y'all know, man, Lil Wayne ain't going out like y'all. All right? We up on this Wednesday, man. This week is flying, y'all. It's a dry, boring week. I want to appreciate all y'all for tapping in. I'm going to keep it going, y'all. I'm going to have some jokes. We still up. The gratitude, y'all. Gratitude. Thank y'all very much, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We in the last days, man. We in the last days, y'all. We are. I'm talking about we in the last days of this shit. Why I say that? Guys, you must acknowledge the truth and the facts. Your culture is not at the top no more, man. That's K-pop, man. I've never seen I've never seen nothing outside of this country get top American awards. So not only did K-pop get the top American awards, Google it right now. Google the K-pop Oreo cookies. Oreo kissing their ass. They got their own, they turned them shits pink. You feel me? They got a whole new Oreo cookie. So McDonald's kissed their ass because they know they're the money bag. They the money. Look at all the Asian fan base. Now look at the Asian fan base overseas. You got an Asian fan base in America. You got Asian Americans. See that? You got Korean Americans. That's why it's a bigger market. When I kept telling y'all talking about this race shit, guys, why y'all keep forgetting there's many so-called minorities? It's just that you're not the main minority. Then look at it like you might be the only minority that just kept crying and complaining. Other people done got blown off the map. You kept talking about slavery. They didn't keep talking about how some of these places got blown off the map. Japan didn't keep talking about what happened to them in night. See, everybody let the shit go and said, let's just get money. So I'm showing you, it's a reason why you're not winning. Y'all the most depressed. See, they mean happy. They the NSYNC boy group. The word is Americans are fucking depressed, miserable. All they acts are fucking corny, political. America's a place. They talk about their fucking president every day. They just talk. They don't do shit. They shop online. They don't go outside. They just full of shit. So everybody's tired of America, y'all. Which means America is the sore losers. This is why in basketball, everywhere you look, the top entertainers are from around the world because they're the top money makers. I got another one for you. Just look at it like American companies also sold your ass out because they realize all the money is made everywhere else. So look at it like that. K-pop was the end of hip-hop. What I told y'all in 2022. Now you got the proof. This was the sanction and a blessing into American households for anybody that was slow and didn't know. And why am I telling y'all this? Because it was Queen Latifah and Busta Rhymes that solidified and sanctioned the passing of the baton of hip-hop black culture to K-pop, the new minority in the new world order, the new form of entertainment. And I will say this, it's the K-pop shows alone that shame all rap concerts. They concerts alone, I tell you what, when they having a concert, you can turn the sound all the way off. Just look at the energy when they're on stage and how the crowd act. Their energy alone crushes anything in hip-hop, period. Why you think they have Busta Rhymes is the most animated, entertaining hip-hop on stage y'all ever had, period. Why you think they had him pass the baton? Because Busta Rhymes is respected as an entertainer. See what I'm saying? So the truth is, Busta Rhymes was the most energetic hip-hop rapper in America. That is a household name that everybody knows because he also was in what? Movies. MTV, hit records, Janet Jackson. So I wanted y'all to get this thing with Busta Rhymes. He's not known for a violent rapper. See, Busta Rhymes songs wasn't based on what? Drugs, guns. That's what this game came down to in the end. But I want y'all to get, y'all know Busta Rhymes is a hip-hop baby. Put in this game by Public Enemy. He was picked. He been the face of hip-hop for these 3 decades as well. If we go into Bad Boy Legacy, the first song ever done in a remix, Busta Rhymes with Puffy. Busta Rhymes has always been the face of hip-hop. And I say that because when he was at the Thanksgiving Day parade, I know what that meant. Busta Rhymes is an American icon, y'all. And I'm saying that because he was the one to pass the torch of baton. See, if Busta Rhymes was to tell the truth, he knows. If somebody say Busta Rhymes is K-pop over black entertainment right now, he would. I'm pretty sure he would say it. Yes, they are right now. Yes, it's their turn because that's where we at. It's just that shh, don't tell the blacks. Let them keep believing in their heroes. And then when it's all over with, they all gonna be broke and they ain't gonna have nothing anyway. If they're not diverse, if they're not universal in all types of music, they're gonna be left out of everything. If they're not universal in types of entertainment, they're gonna be left out of a lot of shit. That's how it's all being set up. All right. So Busta Rhymes, now I'm gonna show you why Busta Rhymes is relevant. Not only did I'm gonna show you 3 things Busta Rhymes did in 1 weekend to show you this is what rappers used to do. Busta Rhymes gave out the award. Then Busta Rhymes performed in San Francisco. And then Busta Rhymes celebrated his birthday in Vegas. That's why I always tell you, remember the rappers used to do that. Busta Rhymes is still relevant. But let's go back. Remember when I told you after the elections, I said certain rappers are going to still get money and certain rappers just not. Here go the confirmation. When I told y'all Busta Rhymes going to still get his money. Y'all also know why Busta Rhymes getting that money. All right? Busta Rhymes, he don't hide nothing. Get it? All right. So my thing is this. Now Rick Ross hanging around Busta Rhymes because he know Busta Rhymes got action. So I don't know what's going on with Rick Ross, but ever since those ticket sales got announced, and we went through that on Friday about those Rick Ross ticket sales, I haven't heard Rick Ross talking anytime. Did anybody hear Rick Ross explain why those tickets haven't been selling? Because all I know is he's supposed to have shows, but then I see him popping up with Busta Rhymes on his birthday. Rick Ross, well, you clout chasing Busta Rhymes. All right? Meanwhile, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Rick Ross. It's just not a good look, man. All right? Why the hell did you guys think shit was just going to go away, man? Now, Busta Rhymes been staying out the way. He been staying out of negativity. But Rick Ross told you start looking like a black cloud now, man. You start looking like a black cloud just lingering around. It's being said you ain't selling tickets. You try to diss Drake, that didn't work. You hang with Busta Rhymes. Now, Busta Rhymes getting the shine on. You hang with Busta Rhymes, bro. It's looking like you clout chasing Busta Rhymes now, Rick Ross. Meanwhile, life after Diddy. Here's your result. All right? Next month is a celebration. Salute to all y'all for next month. Some of y'all probably going to go to some marches and stuff like that. Enjoy yourself. But this Busta Rhymes in San Francisco getting his money. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes going to get his money. Trust me on that. So just showing you, if nobody ain't getting money like Busta Rhymes, that's your proof. There's nobody making money off this game. They just online playing. See, I don't even know if y'all talk. When is the Chris Brown Usher concert? Is it even real? When is it? All right. It might be going on right now. Who knows? Yeah, so Busta Rhymes is still doing his thing. And thanks to y'all supporting Busta Rhymes throughout the years. He's an American icon, but he passed the award to K-pop. So it is official, whether you like it or not. K-pop, Afro beats, Bad Bunny, which is considered a Puerto Rican rapper. Damn near every country got their own rapper. They all over the original rappers. The original rappers are now considered ancient artifacts. You heard about how Egypt was the light of the world and inspired everybody? Well, that's what you guys' culture did too. And now you guys are Egypt. Nothing but tombs. It's the truth. Y'all community is nothing but a graveyard of tombs. People are going to go visit y'all same way you visit Egypt. Go back to y'all neighborhood. Oh, this is where hip-hop started. Okay. Okay, where the people at though? Huh? Okay, this graffiti. Okay, this how they used to do it. All right, this where it started. This part right here. Huh? This where hip hop started. Well, where the people at? Your neighborhood's gonna be just like Egypt. Why you think they're being set up for tourism right now? People from around the world gonna come around and study to see how great you used to be. See, statues, monuments are for people that used to be. I went into all this already. You didn't notice you're getting these new streets done over, statues, museums. You are ancient people now. See, you are ancient people, meaning the greatness you guys accomplished has happened already. It's never going to happen again. The same way Egypt inspired all civilizations after that, same thing again. You guys inspired a lot through entertainment, but you're not the top entertainment no more. See? But that's how life works, right? Things go in cycles. But now, guess what? This is why when you're a creator, y'all supposed to create something else. When you're a trendsetter, well, y'all supposed to create something else after this shit played out. Y'all the kings of entertainment, right? Now you're going to see what happened. Everybody went backwards. Now you see when I say that, forward. Let me show you forward progress. K-pop. That's why I was telling y'all all, guys, Drake is in that category. I already showed you on this channel. We do a real facts around here. When you go into a world scale, it's going to be, Drake is going to be the only rapper up in that world scale of rapper. Meaning, get it, talk America. It's going to be he up. It's going to be them, K-pop. It's more than one K-pop group on top of that. You got Blackpink. You got more than one K-pop group. You know what I'm saying? You got The Weeknd. He big as hell as a world artist. And Drake up there with them. Drake up there with them. And Taylor Swift. That's just the reality of the shit. Meaning, anywhere they perform at, Drake can perform at. World scale. These are the things I was telling y'all years ago. When I come with these sayings of, guys, you just know about who you like, but who you like is not winning in reality. Y'all going to argue online all day about losers, meaning they're not relevant. Everybody, you guys talk about it just because you like them, or bloggers keep talking about them, but in reality, they're not winning. They're not the real trending topic. Now, look at content creators around the world. I can prove something else. Now, remember when I said people around the world make more money than us? Now, when you're a Korean content creator and you got all these K-pop groups popping, they trending right now, told you they're the ones making all the money. Now, Korea make more money than us online. Everybody make more money because Black culture is not the most money making no more. Got it? So that's why I tell y'all, if you diverse, you better start making K-pop videos in Korean. See how everybody make American videos from other countries? You got to start making videos of other countries with your American ass. That's how this game being played out. This game being played out. The game, so while y'all was beefing and bickering and chasing your little dollars, y'all games were getting taken over. When y'all arguing about who's the GOAT in basketball, y'all shit getting taken over. Meanwhile, y'all gonna trash each other. Y'all gonna have a debate of black on black crime for 20 years. What's that? Michael Jordan versus LeBron. Michael Jordan versus LeBron. Michael Jordan versus LeBron. Meanwhile, we're gonna make them take their two greats, put them against each other. Then in the end, they ain't gonna have them no more neither. We're gonna build new stars. Told you y'all don't get this shit yet. Y'all always get tricked to trash all your people. Then in the end, you got nothing left. See? Because y'all taught that versus shit. But what that versus mean, it's always a fight in a battle. Somebody got to die. Y'all whole shit set up for somebody to go forward. Somebody else got to die. That's why y'all don't have good and plenty. You don't got a lot. You're self-destructive. So everything with y'all is a fight and debate. That's why y'all culture dead. Once y'all shit was based on bickering, beefing, rapping, slaying, killing, not working together, not forming up. Let me show you K-pop power. Let me show you the power of K-pop. You see how they all could be in a group? Guess what? That group been together over 10 years straight. Y'all gonna be in a group, break up, fight over money, fight over this and that and the third. Y'all gonna be on top, winning, selling records, start beefing, fighting, break up. Told you it's in every category. There's a lot of reasons why y'all can't win and never gonna win and why y'all time up. That's right, you're not good investment. Y'all always breaking up, fighting. Meanwhile, their whole goddamn group been together all this time and perform together. No, that's the story of y'all. Sorry ass Temptations breaking up. God damn it, the Fat Boys broke up. Y'all always breaking up. Y'all can't do shit together. Meanwhile, that's why everybody's better. That's what it's all about, y'all. It's something with this shit. Y'all, a culture based, this is when they see what I'm saying? A culture based on beef, negativity, that shit corny now. It don't play out on them sunny days. See? When you got them events, sunny, happy days, that low-level beef, bickering bull don't play out, man. When you got people in the world now want to feel good, want to go enjoy themselves, people don't care about that bullshit, y'all. How many times I told you, when you see them rappers, they always gonna be fucking dark. It was gonna be dark. Dark location, dark events, darkness. These are real events. See? Hip-hop events used to be like that. Not no damn festival. Every summer, hip-hop events was like that. But being that people didn't know how to act no more, this savage shit, they stopped it all. Get it? Yeah. Why you think you can't have a hip-hop event right now with all people on one stage? Because they know shit gonna happen. It ain't they know the crowd it brings, see? They know no such thing as a hip-hop crowd getting along like that. They know so much bullshit gonna come out of that crowd. That's why, because the word is they animals. That's why they're not having no events. All right? Everybody else events, happy, 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 happy. All right? That's the difference. This is the culture of darkness now. Tell you what it is. It's a black cloud over this shit. So let's move on. It ain't my fault. I'm just telling you what it is, y'all. So look. When I showed you this with Steve Harvey yesterday, everybody knows Steve Harvey trying to get away from Diddy now. Just to show you right here. Steve Harvey breaks silence on Diddy accusations. But I had to give you an update on what people saying about Steve because everybody's not buying Steve. All right? So, Steve, where was all this energy when Lori Harvey, your daughter, was all up under Diddy every day? Bingo. We spoke about that yesterday already. I said Steve is trying to get away because he know that Lori Harvey shit is right there. And I said, in my opinion, he's trying to sway the public of the older people that don't know about that Lori Diddy. If you wasn't online, you don't know about Lori and Diddy. If you wasn't online, you do not know that Diddy took his son's girl. And that girl happened to be Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. Because Steve didn't talk about that on his show, I guess. And Steve he's still on the radio with that fan base. But Steve Harvey is a guy that tried to duck and dodge the whole shit. But he realized there's nowhere to run. He has to address it. Because he gonna get that smoke. Steve don't want to get canceled. Now I'm saying all of that because the people saying it. Steve, where was all this energy when he was with your daughter? That part somebody said. Told you. I'm always going to show you. Guys, nobody's buying this shit. Steve, you know that hand you shaking probably jerked on a few knobs. From those in the business and the stories of the freak-offs. Why they saying that? Because Steve was in the picture shaking Diddy's hand. And you hear them say something about them hands touched a lot of knobs. So I'm showing you how everybody roasts them all over the world. And I'm always going to show you guys, it never went away. It never went out nobody's head. When people see their face, only thing they looking at is if Diddy got them, are they down with Diddy? Or That's how people look at them now. Like all of them. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's how it is. It's an assumption he got everybody. Or everybody went to his parties. That's what people assume that don't know no better. Steve, you should be telling Ray J the same thing. Bingo. What I showed you yesterday. Somebody said the same thing. Steve, you talking about Diddy, this, that, and the third. What about Ray J? Bingo. Told you it's the same shit. But Ray J already came out and said he been living with Diddy. Ray J basically told us he's on the same exact shit as Diddy. He already told us already. All right? We're not going there. But see, everybody don't know that. But you're going to see people keep putting Ray J name in it too. This is the second thing I showed you when somebody said, Steve, when you going to get on Ray J? You got it. What somebody said to that? 100. So here's what I finally can show you. When I said shit like, no matter how much they talk, they can sit on couches, interview, but nobody's buying their shit. Told you, man. Because they took too long. It's 2026. Everybody could have started talking 24. If they really wanted their career, they would have been talking while he was still free. Diddy did not go to prison till September 24. Do you see how much time they all had to address the shit? This is why nobody buying that shit. Told you, I think they think it's back in the day where everybody's drunk and high. Nobody's forgetting nothing no more for some reason. Meanwhile, y'all know I was talking about Rocky the other day. I said, Ray J, you was better off going to Philly doing that Rocky shit to train. You ain't even going to run up the stairs. I was like, Ray J, you should at least win a practice in front of the Rocky statue. Meanwhile, look at Rocky 80 years old, y'all. Showing you the era's older. But see, Rocky ain't trying to front. Rocky 80 years old, man. That shit crazy, right? Rocky is 80 years old. Damn. But he's still in shape. He's still in shape. Meanwhile, J-Lo is busted using AI filters. Not just using AI filters. Don't forget, it's a difference. Using AI filters to look decades younger. Not a little younger. Not to take the wrinkles out the face or the neck. To look like a goddamn 30-year-old. So J-Lo has been roasted last week for staging paparazzi events. The joke within the paparazzi event is, J-Lo, you're not popular. You're not popular. She knows she's no longer popular. And she has to stage her own events because she's not relevant. But guys, didn't I tell you it's a reason why she's not relevant? How many times I got to connect these dots and keep showing you why is J-Lo not relevant no more? Why is J-Lo in the mud? Do you know how many pictures they resurfaced of Diddy and J-Lo? Do you know how many AI memes they made of J-Lo in prison with Diddy? You know the secret on J-Lo is they say that J-Lo knew everything that happened that night in that club and she lied. All right? So therefore, I told you ever since that shit happened, J-Lo was done. When I keep telling you, anybody that's tied into his legacy will not prosper. Now you got it. J-Lo getting laughed at. Mary, same week. Same as that. Now look at the week. Now remember I told you how this shit haunts us? It's always around us? Let me show you. J-Lo, Diddy affiliations. Busted, still trying to look younger to stay relevant. Steve Harvey, still talking about Diddy to clean his life up. Meaning, he know goddamn well he got history with Diddy, so he got to throw Diddy under the bus. Told you, this whole episode connects to Diddy. Let's go to Mary J. Blige. R&B icon leaves fans disappointed after low-effort concert. I just showed you 3 superstars affiliated with Diddy, all of them getting bad news or explaining their failure, right? Told you I have nothing against Mary. The word is Mary J. Blige gave the most horrible ever Vegas residency. But you're going to see affiliated with Diddy. You never saw Mary getting bad news. Period. Okay? You never saw J-Lo get this most bad news. J-Lo being roasted, laughed at, clowns. Boom. Now you also see Steve Harvey explaining his damn self. All right? Lil Wayne got a girlfriend now. Sorry, Wayne, there ain't no real news. Meanwhile, Steve Harvey explaining himself. Told you Diddy got fingerprints on every last. They got that dirty Diddy. You got it, y'all. So it's not by mistake. I'm showing you life after Diddy. Nobody's gonna prosper. You watch Rick Ross try to prosper. No, he was a Ciroc boy. He was a Ciroc boy. First Montana Ciroc boy. Look to me like the Ciroc boys back together. Now we know Busta Rhymes always been solo. Because Busta Rhymes is an American icon. And like I said, last week was this whole thing with Max B versus Big Daddy Kane. But you're going to see Big Daddy Kane with Busta Rhymes at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. See Big Daddy Kane? I told you guys your life is controlled. Your life is controlled. Your life is scripted. There's no way you was going to go in life and never escape these guys. You've been in a simulation, which you thought was your reality. But once you became a hip-hop member, you've been in a cult. And the cult you've been in is called a culture going nowhere. And you're going to think you did all this shit, and you're just going to go in one big-ass circle, and somehow you're just going to be old as hell and still a fan, but nothing else in your life went forward. So, you was talking about Big Daddy Kane as a kid. You see how they still have us talking about Big Daddy Kane? Even though they one big family. One big family. So you talk about Big Daddy Kane, Max B, then Max B come back and show you a picture from when he's a kid because they all together. What else they forget? Big Daddy Kane was an actor too. Check the movie called Posse. All of them playing games. See, that little back and forth helped Big Daddy Kane be relevant. But remember, last week, the conversation was about Biggs, Jay-Z homeboy Biggs. It was said that Rick Ross pulled the stunt talking about Jay-Z homeboy Biggs. Then by the end of the week, it flipped to Big Daddy Kane. It went away from Biggs. It was all everybody talking about Big Daddy Kane. So I told you, man, they be pranking the hell out of people. They just do. What if I told you that Big Daddy Kane shit was a smokescreen? Rick Ross and Max B will be together on stage. Now, do you see why fatjoe took up a Big Daddy Kane? Because they all one family. That's why, man. I told you, y'all don't get it. The plan was, as long as you pick one of them, you still caught up in their algorithm. When I told you, you're going to go from this one to this one to that one. That's why you running Kane, this Max B. The Max B troll you with a picture with Kane. You see what I'm saying? They all together the whole time. Why? That made Max B stay relevant, make Big Daddy Kane relevant. He going to do some shows. The Hip Hop Museum coming up. I know what this about. Get everybody back in the light, the Hip Hop Museum. See what I'm saying? LL was also there. No, hip hop culture is over. They sold that shit. LL was also at the event at K-Pop American. A Korean group got an American award. That's all you got to know. No, guys, these were the pop stars the whole time. They were the industry guys. They were the actors. They were the ones that we were going to praise forever. Now look at them as they were really the gatekeepers of your community. That's why I say, no matter where you go at, they're going to be right there. When y'all kept talking about the Illuminati gatekeepers and all this bullshit, no. Yo, gatekeepers were hip-hoppers. You're going to do what they say. You're going to be just like them. You're going to follow their gospel. You're going to listen to them every fucking day. You're going to follow them. You're going to love. You're going to praise. And no matter where you go at, they're going to be right there. And you ain't never going to escape them. Never going to escape. I tried it. They proved to me that I ain't going nowhere. Every time I ran for them, somehow they was right there. That's when I put it together. I said, nah, man, them fools watching me. I ain't no fan no more. I've been stopped being a fan. I started noticing, nah, man, them dudes low-key stalkers, man. Know why I say that? Big Daddy Kane, man. I was seeing your face when I was in 5th grade. You still watching me, man. You still around. Fuck you doing around still? That's how I look at them, man. They all still around, man. Get the hell out of here. So they watch us, gatekeepers, fool. You ain't never gonna be smart. You ain't never gonna get out that ghetto. You gonna love this rap. You gonna know all these verses. You ain't gonna know no other verses. You ain't gonna know no Bible, Quran, but you gonna know these verses. And we got a whole bunch of preachers for you. You ain't get it, fool. We all rappers and preachers. We all preachers and rappers. You ain't get it yet. Mace preacher in the church. We preach on the goddamn stage. We all rock mics. The whole concept is the black community brainwashed by mics. They were getting brainwashed by mics in the 60s. All they did was take that shit and make it rap. Even though James Brown used to rap, even though they used to have poet kicking raps. You know what raps is? That same bullshit. The white man ain't shit. But they used to be on the mic talking shit. That's all it was, man. So my point is, y'all always controlled by mics. But see, remember when you went against the church, right? Man, I ain't going to see no fake ass preacher. They be lying. You sure love that fucking rap, didn't you? Guys, this is history. Everybody that rebelled on religion joined the religion of rap. They joined the religion of fucking hip hop. Yes, they did. Even though KRS-One told them niggas they was going to build a temple of hip hop, they had no clue they already built the shit. And they all been indulging in that shit. Hip hop culture, y'all, is your religion. It is. You didn't know that, but it is. That's why you can't get out the church still. That's why all your preachers still around. Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, and there's a whole lot of them. No, y'all, it's a cult. You in a fucking cult. All right? And that's why I told you in the end, a lot of y'all gonna be straight bubblegum. Because rappers are bubblegum. And that's just what it is, guys. They taught y'all very good, man. Rick Ross versus Drake, the beef explained. You go see hip-hop stories now talking about beef. Somehow that shit like bubblegum. All right? This is what hip-hop is now. I told you they weirdos. What's hip-hop now? Men sitting down gossiping. This rapper beat up that rapper. Nuh-uh. That's rap is now, y'all. See that? See the big kid syndrome? Bubblegum, y'all. Rick Ross and Drake beef explained. Is Drake's reign over? How the hell does Drake reign over, nigga, when he's topping the charts? Oh, shit, you a hip-hop fan. That means you're dumb as shit. You know what hip-hop fan mean? Nigga, you get all your knowledge from bloggers. All your information come from Instagram, and you don't do shit else. You're not going to look nothing up on your own. Stupid as hell. Matter of fact, the fake hip-hop generation don't even know what the hell Billboard is. They don't even know what the fuck it is. No, y'all. This why, the guys, I want you to see this. When goddamn every man is sitting in the house calling himself a content creator, what you think you got left? No, the biggest joke is most black men fucking turn into content creators. That's the reality. They was brainwashed by the street. They were brainwashed by rap. Now the niggas brainwashed by being a content creator. Meanwhile, niggas ain't going nowhere at all. Nowhere. They not going nowhere. In their mind, they going to be somebody. I heard niggas say they journalists. I heard niggas say a lot. They ain't going nowhere, y'all. All right? You're going to be just like these rappers in the fucking house. All right? So just know that. What's on YouTube? A million motherfuckers with no talent talking about hip-hop. That's why it's nothing but a toilet bowl, a slot job. So much junk on here, you ain't going to see my videos because so much junk. Now, this is what hip-hop is now, y'all. Bubblegum. See that? It's what it is. It's no hiding it. So remember a while ago, over a year ago, I said, it's only a certain way they're going to get money. And if they don't do certain things, they're not getting no money. All right? So when Busta Rhymes performs in San Francisco, right? I'm going to leave it at that. Only certain rappers going to get money, like I said. But when you understand that the secret of hip-hop was hip-hop had a secret fan base the whole time. And that fan base loves hip-hop. You get it? There's a certain set of men that love hip-hop for real. You got it? All right. That's what hip-hop was all about. Hip-hop is a culture where men can come together, be drunk, put their arm around each other and say, I love you, bro. And nobody think you're fruity, all right? Hip-hop is a game like, it's a culture like that. You know, hip-hop is a culture where men can say, I love you, bro, even though he don't say that to his girl or his baby mama. That's hip-hop, y'all. Hip-hop make you do that stuff. Hip-hop makes you do that. It's a loving culture of the bros. So on that note, y'all, I'm going to get out of here, I think I did enough. I think I did enough. We're going to get out of here, y'all. I want to keep this episode clean. Yes, it's boring. Hey, I like to thank all y'all for tapping in and appreciate what I bring to the table. And I definitely have so much respect for y'all that tap in because y'all tap in and hear me talk about these fucking cornballs, all right? I'll be honest with you, y'all. This was another episode. In my mind, that shit sucked. Let me go to this welfare shit. They cutting welfare, y'all. Check it out. They cutting that shit. They say people about to be on the street. Let's go. Told you it's not a game. I ain't finished yet. It's the real shit. I almost forgot. I got distracted myself. See that? I was stupid, y'all. I was distracted by my own stupidity. Talk about nothing. I got distracted from the real shit. Told you, man, everything is not a conspiracy, bro. Sometimes you distract yourself. So look, USA Today, this real news, y'all. I almost fucked up. This real news. USA Today, y'all get this clear. Mandini warns New Yorkers may lose SNAP benefits June 1st. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I assume. Mandini is the bad guy, but he ain't started a lot of this stuff. He's the one for executing his program. Now, this is what they say going to happen. Everybody from the age of 18 to 59 or something like that, if there's nothing wrong with them, no mental issue, no physical issue, they ass got to go back to work. They getting cut. They already said it's about to be damn near 1 million. They getting cut June 1st, which is a couple more days. So you know what that means, right, New York? There's going to be some more people in them streets hungry. That means it's about to get crazy out here. Yes. Because they gave people the warning to wing off this shit. We all know the truth that what? A part-time job paid more money than welfare, especially when you already got Section 8 or you got housing. All you had to do was go to work and you'd have been okay. But everybody else getting cut, y'all. Cut. And guess what else? Which y'all don't understand. It's already a program set for welfare to be cut in the next 10 years. It's already law. This welfare system, $187 billion are cut. So each year it's going to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink for the next 10. These are all facts. All facts. That's why I tell you, this ain't a New York thing. This ain't just no one thing. It's law. They already signed the paperwork. $187 billion will be cut. But it's going to happen gradually, little by little by little by little. I think they said this year is going to be a 20% cut. So that's why ever since November, since that cut, you're going to see everything been in shambles. Gas is up. You know why? Look, you know what else they knew? Tell you guys they're not stupid. They knew a lot of people that got welfare. What else they do? They know a lot of people that did welfare also did Lyft and DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? They know people doing Lyft. So put it like this. They know you might have been on the system, but now you're getting money doing DoorDash, Uber Eats. You ain't reporting that money. So now they've been able to peep that. A lot of them been working, still getting this welfare. Tell you that's what it's all about too. Some of these things are coded, meaning they're not going to tell you everything. You got to know what's going on. They also know a lot of elders. They were retired, getting welfare, but still doing Lyft and DoorDash. But now that you got to report all that shit, people, they got hit. So you on welfare, but you made $50,000 last year doing Uber. Cut that we cutting that shit. So I'm saying there's many reasons. And also you got to blame people who's online selling that shit. They know people sell their stamps to pay their phone bill. They know all about the seller. See, the main part of it is also selling the stamps. When I showed y'all that shit was going viral on the news, they showing everybody posting on Facebook selling their stamps. You think the government gonna sit back and watch you selling their shit? That's why it's going, y'all. I told you it's a lot of reasons why. Just know, by June 1st, damn near 1 million New Yorkers gonna be cut off welfare. Their ass gonna be cut. Get it? That's what's happening, y'all. So that's the real news. There's gonna be way more people homeless in them streets. So on that note, thank y'all for tapping in. Keep your head up. I'll be back tomorrow. More to come. Appreciate all y'all. Thank you, Sandra D. Let me shout y'all out. What's up, OG? What's up, Tiger? What's up, Mr. Brown? Shout out to the family. Y'all know what's up. What's up, Linnell? PJ, all the members, moderators, everybody that tapping every day, subscribers, everybody that gets something out. It's just entertainment, y'all. It's just entertainment. It's all you got left. Once you don't have no entertainment, you're going to be super miserable. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's left, all right? So there you got it. Because you know what it is? You watching the handicap. I told you, if it's not nothing negative, they can't do nothing. So if we had more positive shit, you would have more things going on. But I told you, being that the game is dead, they ain't doing shit. They not doing nothing. You gonna see when Cardi B did her show, they all ran to her show to be relevant. When they went to Cardi B show, they all want to take pictures backstage in the car. They ain't doing shit. That's why it's dead, y'all. But look, none of those black actors invested in their own film. They didn't produce their own product. None of these rappers ain't put on no new talent. Hey, it didn't have to be no gangsters. Why y'all didn't produce no singers? Nothing. Why y'all get it? All right. So it's a reason why it's dead. Because they thought it was like this. See, they thought people like me was gonna live this culture of watching people online every fucking day. Like they thought I was gonna just watch rappers, and they thought I was like, for real. They thought I was gonna watch them forever. Those days are over with. People got shit to do. So on that note, get what's going on. They in the world of darkness. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, I'll holler at y'all. One. What's up, Jamila? DJ Stacy, what's up?